Good morning everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. Woo! Today I have the luck that I will be able to stream the NA final stages first day for you. And honestly, I'm quite hyped. It's near 4 AM there, so a bit of house cleaning first. If you want to get rewards, you have to watch through the portal, not YouTube. You have to remember that you have to log in there. You have to make sure that you've accepted your cookies. And most of all, you also need to activate the timers at the hour. So basically, if you're just there now and you walk away and the time is activated and you don't click away the notification, there's a good chance that you will not get your keys. So please mind that. There's a 3-minute delay on this stream. That is to avoid any stream sniping, obviously. And honestly, I'm hyped. I'm really curious about these matches. I've tried to do my homeworks, like I've been watching streams from the NA server to prepare for this, and the gameplay that I've seen has been absolutely epic. There was this move the first day between X and Joker, where X just went through the sort of like the water ditch thing around the Citadel in Castilla, and it was just phenomenal. In the end, Joker still managed to win that, but honestly, it was amazing. So yeah, I'm hyped for today. It's gonna be awesome. Like I said, 3 minutes delay. We are looking at, this is the matchup that we're going to start with. That's why you're seeing this. Obviously, though, it's been a very interesting season so far. That's not the one that I wanted. I want to go back. This is the one that I wanted to go to. And let's see. This is where I wanted to go. Because if you look at the charts and you see that Joker here has 7 points, but then you go to the first stage, and they also had 7 points. Basically, Joker won every single match so far in the round robins. And they had Leverage, who won everything except the ones that they played against Joker. So that's saying something as well on that. So yeah, we've got X led by ex-Primo member Tanner, who's now built his own clan, his own team. See some familiar names there as well with Sierra and Mako. But yeah, they are taking a whole lot of crown wagons, which is honestly interesting to see, because it's been such a Type 71 heavy meta so far. Even on NA in the games, there's a lot of them. But the crown wagon has been making a comeback. So really interesting to see how that's going to work out with 4 crown wagons and 3 Type 71s. And on Leverage's side, we see so far 2 Type 71s, a crown wagon, an LT, an E5, potentially another E5, and maybe a 5A. That would be interesting to see. Also, do note that X is not taking any light tanks. And 13 now sticking with the Kranwagen instead. And yeah, again guys, please do not forget to click away the pop-up thing that will happen at the hour on the portal, because I'm not sure your timers will work if you do not. And yeah, of course, I'm here for the gameplay, but I know that a lot of people are actually here for the rewards, so there is that. Honestly, like I said, I am hyped. I'm looking forward to this. I got up in the middle of the night for this, so I'll probably have to be excited for this, to be fair. Also, fair warning, I've got a pretty bad cold right now, so I'm trying to make sure that people are as not bothered by that as possible. And yeah, we should just have fun with it. Now we just wait a little over 1 minute left to go before we actually go into the first battle of this evening. And yeah, gonna be fun. We're heading off to Mayan Ruins. Mayan Ruins, of course, have 3 bases. Usually we see some super heavies here. Not so much this season though, but before this would be the map to bring out your mice and the 100s and stuff like that. But with the Type 71 meta, and in this case the Kranwagens as well, you don't really need super heavies. Like, you have the mobility and the armor to move around a little bit, and at the same time hold as well. So let's see. I'm waiting for 18 more seconds, and then we will see the first game of this. Going to be epic matchup, no doubt about that. Countdown clock has begun. And we're almost ready. Let's see. Oh, look at those avatars though. That is gorgeous. Like, I'm pretty OCD. Oof, crap. OBS is having some issues. I'm pretty OCD, and it's just been absolutely beautiful to see that sort of stuff happen. Come on, OBS, you can do it. There you go. Up, up, and away we go into the game, with leverage heading mostly towards the B and C side. And we've got X doing pretty much the same thing on the other side. Spotting each other quite early. Arctic moving quite aggressively towards the B side, but not actually. He is going into that ditch. He's not going in for the cap though. Base C is being capped now. And we have PW horribly caught out here. Might be in a lot of trouble. Cora is also losing quite a bit of HP. We're going straight into the brawl here. Cora being focused, but Sierra is almost gone. He's the first one to get taken out. That is the power of those Kranwagens, if they focus fire like that. Mako actually going after Playmaker there. He gets taken out. And then the last shot goes into Cora, with N13 now blocking him. But BW still gets the kill there. That is 2 tanks gone for leverage. 1 from X. PW is not going to be long for this world either. As soon as Vano reloads, he's going to get taken out, but not before N13. There goes PW. And now we have I Am Become Death being focused on. Ranger at the same time is losing a lot of HP on the other side, but Tunnel goes down first. Ranger gets to live a little bit longer. Mako not looking too healthy. I Am Become Death gets set on fire, which is definitely not helping him. It's 4v3 in favor of X. This was a very aggressive game by X here. And we've seen some, well, watching the streams back, I've seen some of this happen before. Like, not literally this, but more like the aggressive playstyle from X. But also catching people unawares like that. And it works out beautifully for them at times. It's gorgeous to watch. Panzer gets rammed to death. And now we have Mako being pushed by Vano, who is the only one left. He does pick up that kill, but he's going to have a hard time versus Arctic and Tanner together. They do have that base. Oof, that bounce is also very important here. Now we have Arctic arriving, going around him. Basically, he's now forcing him to show, he's forcing Vano to show his back towards the Kran, which allows Tanner to get the shots in. And this is exactly what you want. And there's basically no choice, because otherwise we'd just be getting shot by Arctic instead. But now Tanner will reload and take out Vano, and the first match will be for X. And there we go. Gorgeous aggressive gameplay here. If you've clicked away the pop-up now, your timer should have started on the portal. Viewers basically dropped a lot because of that, which is honestly quite funny. That always happens. But with games like this though, that is what I get up for. Viewer numbers are great and all, but it's the games. I love when you have teamwork games like this that work beautifully, where people take each other's shots and you have the focus fire and all of that, and it's just beautiful. So let's see, 1.5 minutes left before we go into the second game of this epic matchup. Leverage now taking 3 Type 71s, 2 60TPs, an IS-7 and 1 LT. Versus, ooh, IS-4s coming around there as well. We see 3 Type 71s, a 60TP, an IS-4 and 2 Kranwagens. 1 minute left to go. It is a best of 7 now, so that means that the first team to reach 4 victories will be the one that basically goes through to the upper bracket. It is a double elimination though, so whoever loses it is not out quite yet. You basically have to lose. 15 seconds left to go. Oh, and to be fair, when there's matches like this, I'm happy to get up in the middle of the night to stream, because that is awesome. Let's see. Here we go. Also, I have to say that basically X is using all like short little names. It's quite nice. And let's see, here we go. We have leverage now heading towards the base A side. And X pretty much doing the same thing. Going to go for a bit of a quicker flyover. Arctic going in the middle. But most of X is just heading towards the A side as well. And that's going to be a bit of a clash. And they might get caught completely out. PW again having a very forwards position. I Am Death does get spotted. He knows that he's not alone there. And he's taking a side screen position. Managed to not get hit by that shot. But there's a lot of guns behind there. And he can probably smell that. Like has an inkling where people will be. And now 3 of the 4 have been spotted. And he's holding nicely behind the rock. Neither of them is without backup. We have of course Playmaker, Vano and 13 behind I Am Become Death. And PW has Mako and Panzer behind him. No bases have been kept so far. PW taking a bit of a more careful approach. Base C now being crapped by leverage. And that is of course an advantage that you want at this stage. I'm light and tunnel. Not quite facing off as tunnel is pulling back. Ranger going up the ramp. We have Tanner now heading around. PW losing the first bit of HP here. Arctic is holding. And we have I Am Become Death. A bit more forwards now. It's actually possible to get stuck in these ruins. And Tanner is now going to take C right back because Ranger is no longer there. And they kind of need to. And this seemed to be the signal because look at leverage. I Am Become Death. Oh crap, did my game crash? God, I hope not. This is not good. Yeah, this is definitely not good. Oh, my internet is being derpy here. There we go. Got it back. I Am Become Death lost a lot of HP in that bit there. Sorry about that, guys. Missed some action. PW now holding again. Doesn't lose HP for that. And with Tanner having cap base C, that's actually put leverage on the back leg, I think, right now. I Am Become Death is pulling back a little bit. Tanner Arctic is getting shot at. Tanner is now being rushed by Cora and Playmaker. 1k HP being lost that quickly. Ranger arriving as well. Tanner not hitting his shot. I Am Vano is being pushed in the middle. There's reactions going on everywhere, but leaving 3 tanks to deal with Tanner is a dangerous thing to do. X is responding. Tanner does get taken out, but it's taken X quite a bit of time to come around. Vano is gone, but N13 is not going to be long for this world either. He's almost deleted. And Mako picks him up. X is pushing on. Basically, I Am Become Death is about to become dead. One more reload and that will be the end of him. They are ignoring Playmaker at the moment. But Panzer is arriving and takes out I Am Become Death. And now they're trying to take out Cora. PW is actually looking the other way to try and shoot Playmaker while he's at it. Cora is still holding. But Panzer is almost reloaded now. And gets taken out. And that just leaves... Well, Arctic got taken out, but that just leaves I'm Light and Ranger versus 4 guns. Base B has also been taken in the meantime. And that gives a little bit of a nice extra edge. Ranger takes out Sierra, but is in the path of Mako right now. Oh, he does need that shot though. I think he's hoping to reload so that he can make sure to take him out in time. I'm Light is taken out at the same time. Ranger, the last one alive, gets taken out as well with the Tesla gun. And the match is for X. I was just gonna say, what's up with my graphics? When I have little things that are going wrong with like the game and the stream, I'm always like, oh dear. And luckily it's working out. But I am a bit worried about that. I will have to look at that after the stream. But for now, we're just going to enjoy the matches. 2-0 so far for X. And that gives them a little bit of a comfortable lead. It's not all over yet. Basically, they still need to win 2 in order to win the matchup. And then 2, it won't be over. It's just different. Let's see. 1 minute left. And for Canal, which is our next map, we have Leverage taking an IS-7, 2 Type 71s, 2 LTs, a 60p, and a poop bomb. FV405, of course, an absolutely fantastic tank. Absolutely love it. Don't see that often in tournaments though, so very curious to see how that will do. And we've got X now ready in 4 Kranwagens, 2 Type 71s, and an LT. And let's see, 20 seconds left. And then we'll see what happens. To be fair, there's been seasons before where I've streamed like all servers and I absolutely love doing that. But as I moved last week, I did literally not have the time or ability to do that. Of course, 34 is also streaming. And I heartily commend him. If you are not sub to him and follow him on Twitch, definitely do so. He's amazing. And he's been following the whole season as well. Leverage heading towards base C. With the lights not going towards D, they're heading towards A. And now M13 and Playmaker are both spotted. And we have Zves and I'm Become Death immediately facing off versus one another. And that could be an early tank being taken out, because with Zves being shot as he went down, that actually gives him a little bit of an advantage there. Oof. Much higher roll there as well, because IS-7 versus Type 71. And of course the rest is facing off against each other. They are trying to shoot I'm Become Death now as well. But Zves has been... Oh, he's almost gone. He does not get to reload. He does not get to tank him out. X supporting their teammate Zves, managing to survive a little bit longer, but not long enough, because there he goes. I Am Light has been spotted. Has to be careful, because he's a very big and juicy target, and that's always a big issue. Base A now being capped as well. Mind you, the X has not taken any bases, but they both lost the gun so far. And 13 trying to get out of there, loses a lot of HP there. B now taken as well, and 13 has to be careful, has to use that building. He wants to get out of there, but at the same time it will be very difficult for him to do so. Sierra now also looking to pick him up, and he's now a one shot, will get taken out as he pulls back. There you go. Panzer capping base D. Sierra loses a little bit of HP, Core dropping down after. And this is the thing though. Leverage has a gun disadvantage here, but they have 3 bases versus the 1. And basically, as long as they hold those, they can do anything. But they do have 2 lights, and that makes them very juicy. So now base C is being pushed a little bit, but not quite taken. Because the thing is, base C is one of the more open bases, so it will be difficult to take it. Base B is well protected by Playmaker. So even if it... But look at the point difference. There's well over 200 points between them. And that difference is going to only get bigger. PW not going into the base. Afraid to get spotted there, which I understand because he does not have the most HP. Tenor gets spotted, so they know that there's someone where Playmaker is, even though they don't know who that is. Gets shot a little bit there. Ranger in a tricky position, does not get spotted for that. Even though they immediately blind shot the spot that he was in. And they're blind shotting at Vano and I Am Light as well. Beautifully played by Leverage here. 833 points. They will have to push. Question is, where will they push? Who will they push? They need to get the bases. Tenor. Playmaker is still not spotted, mind you. And we're now nearing... Ranger losing a lot of HP, but we're nearing 900 points. C is being taken. As long as they survive. And I Am Light is losing HP very quickly. I Am Light gets taken out even. That's the downside. Ranger gets taken out as well. But so does Tunnel. We're at 920 points. B and A still in the hands. Oof, Vano loses a lot of HP there. Mako not looking too healthy. Cora, they need to get that kill to ensure victory. They take out Playmaker. Even if they do not get the base, Cora needs to pick up that kill and it's important. But he's almost gone. Immediately he takes the shot. And now Axe is picking up this match. Purely because they lost too much HP. As in Leverage lost too much HP here. And there he goes. With almost a new hat for Panzer. Axe take this match. Oh, thank you, Mayo. Thank you for the support, guys. Beautiful game again. Leverage played this so well, and in the end it just didn't work out because Axe got to take out the tanks too fast. And that's the thing though, with the Bookborn, it's fantastic, but it's a very large target and it's very juicy. And once they know where you are at, that's a big, big disadvantage. But they almost had this. This was very close. So this is one of those matches where I feel like the score doesn't really reflect the games. Because it's currently 3-0, which means that Axe is now up for match point. But that doesn't mean that Leverage played bad in any way, shape or form, because they've been absolutely phenomenal as well. It's just Axe just better here. So far, by the way, my portal is working just fine. I've always got it playing in the background just to make sure that everything is healthy. There's like a grand total of 15 seconds that I've missed. But for the most part it's working fine. So it might be stuttering just a little bit. I will stream for at least the minimum amount of time you need to get the max well for all the... oh god, 7:30 AM. So I will be streaming for the whole time. At most I will be just showing you replays at the end. Just to basically fill the time, but yeah. 10 seconds left before we go into the second match on Canal. Leverage now taking a Leo 3 LTs, and Yo and 2 60Ps versus an IS-7, 2 Kranwagens, 3 Type 71s and an LT. So that's going to be interesting on its own with the Leo there. Of course it's got laser accuracy. But again, that's a lot of very juicy tanks for Leverage. And that's a big pro and a big con at the same time. Because you have the speed. And it looks amazing. But at the same time, if you don't get all the shots in, if you get shot a lot yourself, you lose tanks very, very quickly. Leverage heading towards the base D area. Blind shots happening by I Am Light there. Panzer in the bush. And Axe is playing aggressively, crossing over. PW dropping down. Zves dropping down with him. And basically, even though they did not cap C, Vano's lost a lot of HP. And they're trying to locking down the B side. PW loses quite a bit of HP as well. Base D has still not been capped. But now, there they have it. Both teams lost some HP. Oof. How did he even... That shot into Vano though. He's lost a lot of HP very, very quickly. I actually missed where he got shot from that last time because he seemed to be behind cover. Panzer running around. Going to grab base A. PW dropping down. Tunnel is holding. But you have to keep in mind Leverage has the point advantage, if not so much the HP advantage. There's about 3k between them. Thing is though, that if they lose tanks quickly, then X should still have this. Zves holding there. C completely uncontested. B open and uncontested because they can't really go in there without it being a big risk, to be honest. Leah now heading around. And we have X stacking their tanks in their spawn. Probably hoping to get the LTs. The Leo holding on the ledge. In the bush. Doing very Leo things. Which honestly, in randoms I would not advise doing that ever. But in 2 games, everything goes. Because that's the thing. Now Tana has been spotted. And he does lose HP for that. So does PW. Oh, big shots there. But I'm light. Lost HP for it as well. Tanner using the building to preserve his HP. Oh, or maybe not, because that's a double hit. And now he's a one shot now. Oh, beautiful shots there by Koran and 13. Sevez hoping to pick up some as well. They are blind shot. Well, they're not blind shotting him. Oh, that still hit though. And he's now got 22 HP left. They will want to pick him up. And 13 not looking too healthy himself though. PW losing HP as well. Oof, Tanner gets taken out, but so does N13. As base C is being picked up by X here. If they manage to get away with capping the base, that will give them a good and proper advantage soon enough. But Sierra is losing a lot of HP for it. And needs to not be there anymore. Is in a very tricky position. Can still get shot there. I'm light losing a little bit of HP as well. But look at Sierra. Panzer also losing HP. Backing up Sierra there. It is a very tricky game, but so far Leverage has the upper hand. HP is nearly the same, but Leverage just has more HP. More points, sorry. Vano is holding. Everyone is holding. I would wonder if my game crashed again, if not for the fact that I do actually see them moving. And they will need to do something at some point. The bases that are capped though are pretty well protected. It will be near impossible for anyone to reach base A. And they are looking in that direction, hoping to spot someone that is camping there. But Axe has actually stacked all their tanks in the middle. Tunnel now moving in. That could be very tricky. C, they're trying it again. Cora takes out PW. Loses some HP for that, but that's another gun gone. And he does take it from Tunnel. Tunnel in turn also losing HP. Oh, big hits, and there he goes. Panzer driving straight through base D. B is being capped. They still have the point advantage. I'm light. Not looking too healthy. They will want to pick him up. Range has lost a bit of HP as well. Panzer now moving in. I am light, turning around. Nope, does get taken out there. And now we have Ranger in danger of Panzer and Mako. He cannot afford to lose a lot of HP for this. And he does. Oh, they actually. That block literally saved him for. No, not. Never mind. Seemed to save him for a little bit longer. Leverage still has the advantage though. They have 3 bases now. Base D is about to be picked up. I am become death. Death got shot there. Getting stuck against the corpse. Wants to take out Svez. As long as he survives though, but now we have Mako, very healthy Mako heading there. It's all about surviving. Mako is about to get the drop on I am become death. We'll lose HP for that. But he's going to outgun. And that makes a big difference here. It is 4 versus 3. They need to protect. Vano in the corner. Korra in the middle. They need to survive. Korra, not looking too healthy. Needs to survive desperately. Because if he dies, and he does, Axe now has the advantage. Zvaz needs to survive. Are we in a similar position there? I hate windows popping up with things. Sevez gets taken out and that basically, that wins. Leverage the game. Wow, what a game. Fantastic. Those are the kind of games we do it for, guys. So patiently built, so clever, so playing with the points. I love it. Timer for me is working just fine. But yeah, like I said, I will be streaming for the whole amount that you can get points for. That being said though, I'm primarily here for the tour matches. Again, Axe is up for potential match point as we move on to Yukon. And we've got Axe now ready with 2 Type 71s, an IS-7 and 4 Kranwagens. And on Leverage's side, we see 2 E5s, 2 Type 71s, 1 LT and 2 60Ps. And let's see. Also find it so funny that basically you have when we have portal streams, there's like a lot of people waiting. And then as soon as the time is hit and people have clicked away the pop-up, you actually see that. It's just like dropping massively. And apparently there are issues with the portal. Hopefully it will go right. Mine looks fine. So fingers crossed. And let's see, into the 5th battle of this best of 7 we go. Leverage, not going for base B by the looks of it at least. Ranger will we, but the rest of Leverage is heading towards base A. And we see X pretty much doing the same thing. Using the Kranwagen speed boost to go forwards quickly. And this could be a big brawl straight off. B has been capped. Look at these guns just lying in wait. Tunnel has been spotted, the rest has not been. Now they have. They know that they're there. They know that they're all there. And the trap is basically filled. Oof. Baba instead losing a whole lot of health. Going to that corner. And that's going to be tricky as well. Axe is responding. Going after Tanner here. But HP is dropping very quickly left and right. Tanner gets taken out. Cora will be gone as well. There he goes. That is a lot of HP to be lost very, very quickly overall. Tunnel. Keeping them from shooting Mako. Light now does get the shot in though. And Mako takes him out. Baba has been taken out. Both teams have lost 2 guns. HP wise there's an advantage of about 800 or something. Well, now a bit more. It goes up and down. In Axe's favour. That shot not going in. Tunnel being the preferred target for Leverage, but M13 gets taken out first. 4v4. And they will want Tunnel. He does get taken out. PW was trying to protect him from Veno. There goes Mako. And this seems to be Leverage's game. It could have gone either which way, to be honest. But I think that trap in the beginning not working as intended makes all the difference here. Panzer gets taken out and now it's just PW. And he is steadily getting shot down by all 4 tanks. He might still get a shot in. He does not, he bounces. And that's going to be the end of him. I am become death. Becomes PW's death here. Oh my god, the puns with that one though. Like honestly, my level of humor is like dad jokes. So, fair warning there. But he makes it very easy with that name. And to be fair, like with the meta stuff, I get that people are hoping to see specific tanks. At the same time, there's a reason these tanks keep getting chosen. And that's because right now, 1v1 basically, they're the strongest. You have like a bit of DPM in the beginning, the clip ability from the current markers along with the speed boost to let it get anywhere faster. But also like the armor from the Type 71 can be pretty troll. It's not that easy to pen, so it's easy to bounce in, which is another reason to take it. You can adjust the Type 71 to either be more mobile or have more gun depression, both of which can be very valuable depending on where you want to use the tank. So now, for the second game on Yukon, we see X ready with 3 Type 71s, 3 Kranwagens and a Concept 1B. And on Leverage's side, we see 2 E5s, 2 Kranwagens, a Type 71 and 2 LTs. And again, it is potential match point for X for every match. If they win another game, then they move through to the upper bracket and Leverage will go through to the lower bracket. Chat is blowing up a little bit there. And the counter not working for everyone does definitely not help. And here we go into the 6th game of this best of 7. Honestly, I really love this. The fact that Leverage is getting back up on their feet and making themselves known, so to speak. And let's see. Also nice to see E5s again. Used to be like my favorite tank in the game. No longer is, mind you. But still. We have I'm Light heading in between tanks. That was a nice little crossover there. Ranger looking to see who's there. Base B is being kept and C is being kept as well. Ranger not spotting anyone. Tanner has been spotted though. And Ranger is risking it for a biscuit. Going into base D for an early cap. And that will give them a bit of a point advantage there. X holding in the middle. PW does get spotted there. As he moves in to carefully try and navigate base A. But no one is there. They're turning around. Leverage now has a base advantage. They need to protect base C though, and that is where Cora is situated over here. But they're being very careful. A now getting capped as well. But Leverage has a nice little bit of a point advantage here. It's weird, the counter clock on my portal is working just fine. So I really hope that everything is working as intended, aside from maybe the time showing for other people. Leverage holding in the spawn. Axe holding in the middle. One of the LTs all the way in the corner over there. Ranger making sure that no one is trying to creep up on base D. Bubba going through the barn. Still hoping for a book barn camo that looks like this, but then red. Mako holding there with him. But Leverage is content to hold. They have the point advantage. They don't need to take any chances. So they're just waiting for X to make a move there. Some shots are being fired. No one's being hit. The only one that's lost any HP so far is Bubba. PW in the corner. Sierra and Tender near there as well. And Leverage is basically nowhere to be seen, quite literally. No tank is currently spotted. PW. Let's move in with Cora. PW does get spotted, takes a hit there. Base C is being capped right now. And that's something that they can't let happen. And he does get decapped immediately. Tanner pulling back. The E5s holding nicely there. They do know where some of their forces are now. But that means that base C is not up for grabs. Tunnel gets spotted even looking towards base D direction, so they know that place is going to be protected as well. So with that, they will have to make a decision which side to push for. Playmaker crossing over, losing quite a bit of HP for that. And 13 also. C, they're trying it again. We have I'm Light there, who's not currently decapping it. Oof. Tanner does lose more HP for it. Ranger lost quite a bit of HP. They're trying to push tunnel, but at the same time... Thing is though, when you look at the points, Tanner is doing a pretty good job of getting that cap advantage back just by standing in the base every now and again. Light losing a lot of HP here. Iron Playmaker gets taken out. Tunnel gets taken out. There goes Light and there goes Cora. That is not the way you wanted to go though. Baba not looking too healthy. But we're at 998 points and there we go. X has it. That fire definitely did not help them. Very well played here by X. What a game. And what a matchup overall though. This is exactly why I love streaming tour games. When the games are this close and this exciting, it's awesome. I love it. Honestly, I don't know why the portal is lagging for people, because it's not lagging for me. I'm basically got it on my iPad just to make sure that everything is working as intended. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. What's with all these pop-ups, honestly? So let's see, do we have a score yet for the other matchup? Yes, we do. Jokers won that from Ponda. 4-1. So now we're going to have... we have the lower bracket and the upper bracket today. So we start, I think, with the upper bracket, and then we have the lower bracket. And then tomorrow we have the lower bracket final and then the grand finals, if I remember correctly. So yeah, this is still a ways away. So this should be our next match. Yeah, that is like in half an hour. That sounds correct. I've got some nice replays to fill this time for you because I can't play PC to save my life, so I'm not going to do that to you. That would look absolutely horrible. Just to make sure this is indeed the tool room bug. And let's see what have I got for you. Oh god, I've got games in the Caro for you guys. Honestly not sure if you want those. I will be showing them though. Caro is honestly, it's such a lovely game. It's such a lovely tank and I really want it. I just hate that it's behind such a big paywall. Let's start with this one actually. Basically with the portal stuff, just honestly I don't know how to solve everything, but if you're sure that you're logged in and you've accepted cookies, you've got no ad blocker and everything, it should be working fine. So fingers crossed. But apparently it's not working for a lot of people, so that's not good. There we go, replay finally loaded. Jäger was my very first hit and I went for it mainly because of the sound of the gun. Which is probably not the best idea to choose a tank on. Now I've got everything and everything, but basically that was my first line I went down. And I remember the Ferdinand taught me to free XP parts and the Jagdjäger taught me that it's fine to gold crew. And I've been a good proper gold noob ever since. Oh god, they're field tuning. Oh dear. Oh, beautiful. What a shot that was. That was a bit of a HE derp instead. And there goes his teammate. Oh, he's just pulling back. That's not fair. Jagdjäger arriving. Oh, this is actually funny. Someone is accusing one of my mods to be a bot. Like a literal robot. I can assure you he's not, but basically he's got some messages that are copy-paste to avoid needing to repeat the same thing over and over and over again, which makes sense. Oof. Jagdjäger is also not in the best of positions there. Like, I know how this ends. I'm very curious to see how this actually will go down. And there goes one of the boot bonds. Nice, that was definitely needed. Now we have the 50 TP heading up in the middle there. Concept on B is over there. And we have a book one. Nice, well done. Nice little bit of bounces as well. Let's see. Oh. Picking up some much needed kills here. and angling towards the IS-7. Oh, that bounced though! Let's see. Five v4. IS-7 are crossing over, going down into the ditch. We don't know where the waffle is. Haven't seen him yet. Which means that he could potentially be AFK. Oof. Death Star one's in on the action as well. And now our Jaeger is very low on HP. Oh, big hits there into the concept. Only the IS-7 and the waffle left now. He does get that kill. Oh, nice little bit of fire. And a little bit of a ram kill. Where is he at though? Someone sat in their spawn, which could potentially be true. Yeah, definitely. He doesn't have a lot of HP left. Please don't do that. In a situation like this, doing this, if he gets hurt now, it's kind of like blocking your teammate. So you always want to avoid that, because they can report you for that and get you banned. There's the waffle. Let's see. The Death Star is all the way at the back. Oh, 2 HP left and he gets to keep it. Wow. Brutal little game there. With some nice ram kills. That worked out a lot better than I thought it would, to be honest. Cheeky little game there. His teammate did not get any damage at all, but he more than made up for that. Let's see, what else have I got for you? Let's go for this. Still got like 20 minutes before the next match begins, so that's a few more replays. Also, just want to give a special thanks to my mods for handling the chat like this. Especially when there's bugs on the portal, it's not easy. So massive kudos to you guys. Thank you. Yeah, my progress bar is almost done as well. Just missed a few seconds. But that's like a little bit of jitter of the portal and probably my internet here. Oh, I really want this tank. And I would so focus on getting it. No, don't do it, don't! Oh my god, he did it! That's... You should never use that last shell. Just for emergencies only. Let's see. No, he's just holding and reloading. But yeah, the portal's giving me my first key. Now we just need to wait for 3 more. Basically, with all the issues in the on the portal, make sure that you are logged in. Make sure that you've accepted cookies. Make sure that you've... Oh, nice. And just check basically no ad blockers and stuff like that, because that tends to make things not work. Oof, he's lost a lot of HP for that one. That'll do. We got the gun advantage though. And I get that it's frustrating, mind you, the portal stuff not working correctly. But please don't start shouting at my mods for it. Oof. Let's see. Basically, the tab has to stay active, so you can't be, like, if you're in a browser and you go to another tab, then the timer won't work. So that's also something to keep in mind. Nice little bounce, but that shot went into the ground. Okay, BZ going with him. He should be able to clip him now without using that last shell. There we go. Nice little bounce as well. There we go. Nice. Don't use that last shell. Don't use that last shell. Reload and then use your shells. Nice. He's going to take that shot, I think. Now I would get it. There you go. Because you're not going to be able to reload in time to get another shot in. Oof, that bounced though. At this rate, he might actually still get the shot in. Pre-aim, pre-aim, pre-aim. And... kapoof! There we go. Oh, Spunley, I got up at 3 AM to stream this at 4 AM. It's already, well, not necessarily all-nighter. I did grab some sleep beforehand. My reaction to getting my first tier 10, I was like, oh my god, finally. Because it seemed to be like forever to grind it. That wasn't, basically at the time, I didn't have the option yet to free XP whole lines that I do now. Let's see. Let's just have a quick look to make sure. Yeah, we've got about 15 minutes left. Let's go for this one then. We got time between the second and third matchup tonight as well for more replays. Let's see, Faust, one of my favorite maps as well. Also like how this is one of the few, I think it's the only one right now where you have like a night theme. Vineyards used to have this beautiful dusk theme as well, but they removed that and now it's just another daylight map. Let's see, Bentley in the Caliban. Nice little bit of... Nice! Less nice, but nice little bounce there. Well, that's the same thing for me, to be honest. I would love the Carol, but I'm not going to spend like hundreds of euros just to try and get it. And that's the end of him. Oh, that was beautiful. Oof. He's not putting back far enough, though. Wait, Mutsu, you do not have the 50T? Surprised at that. Oh my god, the Vika actually woke up as well. He's not even AFK there. Okay then. No idea where that shot went. Poof! Nice little bounce. They don't have a lot of HP left though, or a lot of guns for that matter. Bentley being set upon. That would be amazing if he manages to win this. Oh, nice. There goes Bentley. That's one. And they need to take out those guns. There goes the Super Hellcat. There he is. Oh, that was very much needed. That hurt. Nice. And now it's only the T23E3 that is left. Well done. 2v6. That's the way you want it. Beautiful little ace there. Oh, I still need to do like my missions of today before the reset tomorrow. That's gonna be tough. I don't want to be awake that long. Lovely little game overall there, Yusuf. Well done. Obviously, let's have a look. Should be time for a quick game to show. Let's see. I'm trying to find a quick game, but there's been a lot going on with I got a pretty quick game, I think. Not sure if it's especially stream worthy, but we'll see. A little bit of a tier 6 game. Hopefully won't be too long. In a cheeky little tank there. I'm not sure if this is a compliment. Someone in the chat said, not gonna lie, Aminet is the type that could actually commentate golf games. Lol. I'm gonna take it as a compliment. Honestly, golf is one of the most boring sports ever. And after the next matchup, I will need a little bit of a break. But I am going to await the games first. There's the tankies in as well. Yan no is forcing you to watch the stream, but honestly I hope that people are here more for the tool games. And I know that that's basically wishful thinking, because a lot of people only care about the rewards. But honestly, the games so far have been absolutely fantastic, and I'm really happy to get up in the middle of the night for games like that. Oof, he does take that hit. So we're not yet having done any damage here. There we go. Nice little bounce there. Now the guy is invested. Going straight at him. But missing that little ram. He's got a friend, which is definitely helpful in this case. Nice little tracking shot. Let's see. He's got some nice assisted damage so far, but not a lot of damage done himself yet. The stream will end in just over 2.5 hours from now. And that is not because I would just want to fill the time, it's because the time is for work until 7:30, which is 2.5 hours from now, my time. And I want to make sure that everyone gets as much rewards as they can, so I will stream for the whole time that the timers are active. Churchill being very tentative here. There we go. The Basato now wanting to take him out. He can just shoot him in the face like that, honestly. Or him missing is actually what saved Toby here. And ramming speed for 1 HP, but he's got a friend. Again. Come on, we do almost get the room invite, so the match needs to be over in not too long. Nice. He's got 113 HP left. Would be very surprised. Oof, that didn't go in. Would be very surprised if he survives this, to be honest. Let's see. Where's that Sue gone? He did actually hit that, I think. The blind shot. There goes the Sue. And let's see. He's almost... Sue misses. Sue dies. And he gets... Nope, he does not get the kill. Never mind. beautiful little game. Not going to watch the rest because we should have a room. Just gonna wait. Let's see. Just under a minute left to go before we can go into the room, and then another 3 minutes before we actually get a game. Oh my god. Hello, Darren. Hello, everyone, of course, but Mitzi just popped into the chat. And he doesn't generally... Well, he shouldn't be up at this time. Let's see. Oh, it's going to be interesting seeing these matches as well, though, because basically today the matches have been so wonderful already. It's going to be hard to top that. And this is the thing, like, I've gotten up at 3 AM to stream NA before in other seasons, and it's always been like, either I have games that I'm like, oh my god, I'm so glad I got up for this, or there's games where like, I should be asleep right now. But yeah, also with the portal stuff, again, make sure that you watch through the portal, that you're logged in, that you've accepted cookies, that you keep the tab active, and please be aware that the keys will arrive in your account a few hours after the stream ends. So don't immediately start spamming me with, oh my god, where are my keys? They will come, you just need to be patient. And here we go, into the room, where we've got Ponda versus Leverage. And I've watched the earlier games of Ponda versus Leverage, and they were amazing to watch as well. Because Leverage seems to be the kind of clan that is just, if you let them play their game, they will get like the cap advantage, and then they will just hunker down. And then they will just wait for the enemy. They're very patient. Whereas Ponda seems to be quite aggressive and impatient. That makes for a very interesting combination when you watch them play. And I really like that. Also, by the way, if the portal is not working for you, be sure to screenshot stuff so that you can actually submit a ticket to support to talk about that stuff is not working. For me, it is working. I hope that for most people it is working. But it wouldn't be finals if portal stuff wasn't broken. One minute just over before we go into the first match on Black Goldville. And we have Leverage taking 2 E5s, 2 Type 71s, 2 LTs and a Kranwagen versus 4 Type 71s and 3 Kranwagens. And that's the thing though, with the LTs, they're very juicy and that makes them a weakness, but at the same time you got early info, plus that spotting thing that they do, where basically if they hit a tank it stays spotted for 20 seconds. That is very important as well. OBS is having issues again. And now it's back again. That's not like stressing at all. I'm just glad it works again, to be honest. I will need to look at my internet connection here, because that just moved. So basically I got internet, but I haven't been able to test it heavily there. But here we go, and countdown clock has begun. And into the first game of the second matchup of the night we go. And here you have to keep in mind that basically the pressure is on, because whoever loses this matchup is out of the tournament. Let's see. Ponda heading more towards the middle. Not quite wolf packing, but going quite tightly together. Vano and Ranger going up for an early spot to see who's where. And Ranger's going to spot a whole load of people there. He does not spot Sherman though. Base B is spotted now. Sherman is spotted as well. They're trying to shoot Even Steven though. Right now they're sort of like shooting whoever they can. Even Steven's lost quite a bit of HP. Base B is being taken again. Core and Playmaker are patiently waiting. I Am Light is holding. They do get that base. GTA seems to be alone a little bit, and that could be dangerous. Pafilupi, I think that was a blind shot in him as he crossed over. Sherman and Apple moving forwards. I Am Light in trouble, having lost quite a bit of HP there. And this is a good thing, because the E5s are now pulling back because they kind of have to. Ranger is in danger on the other side. Is basically going up against Skips there. Ponda playing quite aggressively. Leverage responding. Skips is the first one to be taken out. Focus fire not quite there from Leverage. And now we have GTA and Pafilupi arriving as well. I Am Become Death is almost gone here. Gets taken out. And now we have N13 in trouble. Gets set upon. Both teams have lost 2 guns so far. There's some quite low HP targets there. Sherman almost gone. N13 does get taken out now. Ranger has to be careful. Is a light tank very juicy? GTA loses more HP there. Ranger is hightailing it out of there. I Am Vano is capping base B. And we are actually stuck in the rock. Let's go back then. Veno taking the base. Sherman gets taken out. Playmaker pretty healthy still. Has to be careful not to get outgunned by just too many guns in front of him. Shots are being fired. And now basically Ponda has a point advantage right now. But that's going down because bases have been kept. Playmaker does not get that shot in. GTA is almost gone. Vano now arriving. Does take a shot for it, but is going to take him out. There he goes. And now we have Pagman losing a lot of HP. Playmaker does get taken out. But there goes Pagman. 3v2. Apple very low on HP. Pafilupi. Not Pafilup. Sorry, not Paf. Yeah, no, it is Pafilupi. Apple gets taken out. Cora leans down to take out. And Leverage has the game. Beautiful game. Bit too aggressive there by Ponda. But this is exactly what we saw in the last matchup that they had to, well, earlier matchup that they had against each other. Ponda just being a little bit too aggressive, a little bit too impatient, and Leverage just ready for their push. 1.5 minutes left to go before we go into the second game on Black Goldfield. And we have Ponda now ready with an E5, potentially 3 Kranwagens and 3 Type 71s. And Leverage readying up with 3 Kranwagens, an IS-4, 2 LTs, and a 6 CTP. And there we go, it's double E5, double Kran, and triple Type 71 for Ponda there. "53 seconds left to go. And then we'll see what happens. No real pressure just yet. It is the best of 7, which means that the first team to reach 4 victories is through. But the pressure is there in the ways of that whoever loses this matchup is out of the tournament. Let's see. Also, just as Fuji just said, Neither myself nor the mods have any control over the portal, unfortunately. So if the portal is not working for you, be sure to either record that or use screenshot or whatever so that you can submit a ticket and show Wargame, look, I have been watching, portal is not working. And then hopefully they will give you keys. Let's see. I actually like how you can get stuck in the rocks in this map. It's weird. At least by exiting free cam mode, I can actually jump back out of it. Ponda heading towards the base A section, whereas Leverage is heading a bit towards B-ish, holding in the middle. A is being kept. I wonder if they're going to be able to get away with that. Playmaker taking a defensive position. Shots have been fired. Ponda now has the base though. Ranger is on his own there. Might not want to be there anymore. And having spotted 4 people, he does decide that he really does not want to be there anymore. If he gets tracked, that would be an issue. Oh, he manages to escape that. Whereas GTA lost a lot of HP for that. Amazing. GTA gets taken out. That juicy Ranger. Well, not Ranger actually. Yeah, no, it is Ranger. That juicy Ranger being too tempting to Ponda. And they wanted him and it did not work out for them. Now we've got multiple small battles happening. 2 ground workers versus Pac-Man. And we have Playmaker and Cora and Veno. Hopping up Playmaker, not looking too healthy. They're actually focusing Cora now. Pac-Man gets taken out. Playmaker gets taken out as well. Cora going after even Steven. We have Sherman chasing after Veno. Oh, he basically escapes by the skin of his teeth with 43 HP. Apple gets taken out. Oh, and Sherman almost got him there. Veno still gets a shot in even. Sherman giving chase. Cora still alive, if barely. They do want to take him out, but he's got some nice crates there. And now we have I Am Become Death. Become the death of Paffy Loopy. So even Steven gets struck and set on fire and gets taken out. A is still theirs, but there's only 2 members left now for Ponda. Skip's being whittled down quite aggressively here. Veno also still alive, want to point that out. Skips does get another shot and Sherman goes down and there goes Skips. And Veno and I Am Light survive with very, very little HP, oh my god. Again, very well played by Leverage, very well absorbed basically. Ranger was sort of like the bait here and Ponda tried to take it and Leverage was like, nope, denied. 2-0 so far. And we're moving on to Naval Frontier. Where Ponda is potentially taking 4 Kranwagens in E5 and 2 Type 71s, depending on if they're ready up like this. And let's see. Leverage going for 2 IS-4s, 2 60Ps, 2 Kranwagens and potentially LT. Not quite sure about that yet. There we go. It's a Type 71 instead of a Kran. And for Ponda, it is 2 IS-4s, 3 Krans and 2 Type 71s. And this is the thing though, you've seen how important the fast tank can be now. Not just with the spotting, not just with the capping, but also with the bait factor. Because that made all the difference last game. Also, someone just asked me to use a specific tank. I do not play tanks when I'm streaming tours, basically. And let's see. No real pitches yet. No one's up for match point yet. But Ponda does need to get back up on their feet if they want to survive this and work their way back up. Which is, like I said, still possible, but not easy with how well Leverage is playing tonight. Sherman going for a lucky avatar rather than a team avatar. But the rest is all sticking to their clan avatars. And let's see. Even Steven heading more towards the A side. But most of Ponda heading towards base C. And the overlook at base B. Range is doing the same thing. Wanted to see if anyone is there, if anyone is crossing over. He's very... There we go, he does spot skips. But no one is crossing over there. Apple has been spotted, GTA. Not quite going for the cap. Apple loses HP going down. I am become death. Awaiting basically some crossfire happening right now. But no damage has been done. I'm Death is moving in. Going for that cap. At the same time we've got Cora heading towards base A at the back there. And the question is, will you be able to get this? He's trolling a little bit. He does not take any damage for it. Cora going for base A. Even Steven making a move for it. Ranger is there though. So that would be a 2-gun and 1-gun. C is being contested. Steven taking a hit. Ranger shooting from behind. Skip's losing a lot of HP on the other side. Ranger's putting back. Oh, big hits into Cora from Pafilupi. And even Steven. And Cora decides he does not want to be there any longer. And he does take another hit. And even Steven is not really being punished for it. Cora's still there to decap the base if need be. Now we have Skips moving in. Playmaker arriving. Base C being capped now. I am become death. Adults. Basically the tanks are very much divided there. Cora making a move now. Cora gets taken out. Sherman taking him out. Sherman. Ranger takes a hit. Skips gets taken out. Both teams have lost a gun. Bit of an advantage now for Leverage in HP. They have a pretty big advantage in points though. And now we have Playmaker and Ranger and Vano making a move. And at the same time we see Ponda moving on I am become death. Making sure that he becomes dead. And now going after N13. Ranger loses some HP. N13 dropping down. Turning around to shoot even Steven. He does do that, but he's lost his life because of that shot. And now we have Ranger. Hoping to pick up GTA there. Loses more HP as he does so though. Very low on HP here. Playmaker takes out even Steven. No one is there in the corner. Base C is being capped in the meantime. Ranger gets taken out by Pafilupi. Playmaker wants to get that kill in. But we have Pafilupi there. Basically it's a trap in this case. Sherman gets taken out. Base A is being stolen. We have Pac-Man and Pafilupi. Playmaker does get that shot in. It is 4 versus 3. And now base C is also being kept. And Ponda is taking all the bases here. Where are you? There you are. Vano not looking too healthy. Gets taken out. And now we only have I'm a Light left. But they don't need to take any chances here. He gets taken out. But Ponda already had their 3 bases, so there was a very basically real chance that they win this anyway. Beautifully done here. And they sort of just like whittled them down and forced them to react, and that reaction is actually what caused Leverage the game here. Because they wanted to help each other out, so they split their team up more, and that allowed basically Ponda to get a foothold. And then all the bases, which adds the pressure and everything. 1 minute, 20 seconds left to go before we go into the 4th match of this best of 7. Ponda biting back now. And let's see. We see Ponda now getting ready with 3 Kronwagens and IS-4, sorry, and 3 Type 71s. Versus 3 IS-4s, 2 Kronwagens, a Type 71 and an LT. I'm just glad, aside from the bit of dead stream time, that the portal seems to be working for me. I hope, like I said, that it works for most of you. And let's see, 18 seconds left before we go into the 4th game. 2nd game on Naval Frontier. And here we go, countdown clock has begun. And here we go. And let's see. Let's see if Ponda can bring this back further, or if Leverage is going to win this one. Ponda heading towards the A and B part. Ranger getting blind shot at. Does spot people. Manages to... Well, he does get spotted for it, but manages to not get hit for it, at least. And we have Skips heading towards base A, which is actually not being protected now. So the sort of aggressive playstyle that Ponda has is working out for them here. C is being taken on the other side, which is pretty much unprotected by Ponda in turn. But Ponda will take a tiny advantage based purely on the fact that they kept together there. Leverage holding in the spawn, kind of waiting for the push. Ranger running around here. I'm Become Death is moving. They have very little info on where people are at. They know that there's someone where Pac-Man is, or at least they suspect it because they're blind shot in that bush. Even Steve and I Become Death are spotted. Shim and Pafilupi are both holding. Ranger is about to find them. Oh, he does take a hit for that, but that's not actually that bad yet. And he decides he doesn't want to be there. Sherm is responding, does get hit for it. Oh, big hits into Ranger there. And another one. And he gets taken out. That's a big advantage. for Ponda there. Taking out the fast little spotter. That's something that he did not want to happen, I'm sure. That puts them a gun down. That gives them an HP disadvantage. Even though the HP disadvantage is not that big, it also gives them a big point disadvantage, and that's more important here. Along with the gun, of course. I'm light. Has been spotted, and 13 has been spotted here. They need to steal base A somehow, but at the same time you can't lose too many tanks on that side. Oh, lots of shots happening at Darktronics. C has been capped now by GTA, adding insult to injury there for leverage. Because now the point advantage is becoming bigger. And they basically have no choice but to try and cap it back. But GTA is content to just staying there, because even if they do that, the disadvantage for leverage is growing. And now he's being forced out of his comfort zone. Apple is arriving there at the back as well. Base A is being attacked, but I am Death. I am Become Death. Is being basically hurt a lot here. That's a lot of tanks there. Base A has been stolen. They're going after Even Steven. Playmaker will lose probably a lot of HP for that though. I am Become Death gets taken out. That's the second gun that they can't really afford to lose. Playmaker looking at Even Steven does not get that shot in though. Even Steven not looking too healthy. But we are at 870 points for Ponda. I'm Vano driving on there. Wanted to go after skips. 860 points for Ponda right now. I'm light. In trouble. Sherm does not hit that, but Apple does. And he gets taken out. 940 points. Vano loses HP. He's not going to outgun him in time. 955 points. They're attempting to cap base B. But it's BC that they should be worried about. One more kill. Which will likely be in Vano. And there he goes. And that wins Ponda the game. And it's Even Stevens again. Wow. Ponda playing things very cleverly here. The thing is that this is fun to watch mainly because of the fact that I've seen Ponda play so aggressively before and then it didn't work out. But in this case, with A being unprotected, it allowed Ponda to sort of like use that aggression and get that cap early. And that slowly but surely built the pressure, and then capping that base C like that. Very well done. 1 minute and 13 seconds left to go before we go into the 5th match of this best of 7. No match point for anyone just yet. Anything can still happen. And OBS is having some issues again. And there we go again. Don't really understand why that's happening, to be honest. There we go. 42 seconds left to go. And we've now got Ponda ready with 2 E5s, 2 Kranwagens and 3 Type 71s for Normandy. And on leverage's side, we see 3 Type 71s, 3 Kranwagens and 1 LT. And let's see, 11 seconds left to go. White timer should be 000. It's the blue timer you need to worry about on the portal. And And let's see, Normandy, one of my more favorite maps, mostly because it's so much larger than most. And that makes it a lot more fun to play on. Lots of little points where you can actually just like peek over and everything, little hill ridges and stuff like that. It's really my kind of map. Ponda heading towards the B area, but sending Sherm to base C. Ranger going for base D on the other side. But most of leverage is also towards the middle. And this could definitely be interesting. Pac-Man gets spotted there and shot at. And we're probably going to enter an early brawl here. And 13 being set upon. Loses more HP. GTA not looking too healthy either though. And they're shooting N13 because he is the preferred target here. And he gets taken out first. I am Become Death. Chasing GTA. Playmaker losing a lot of HP for that. This is a very aggressive game. And this could very well work out in Ponda's favor. Leverage overall being the more patiently playing team. Generally. Playmaker gets taken out. GTA not looking too healthy either. Misses that shot. Gets taken out, as does Kips. Both teams lost 2 guns right now. I Am Light gets taken out. Pamphiluppi should get taken out soon. He does. Apple now being set upon by both Darktronics and I Am Become Death. With I Am Become Death not hitting that shot though. Well played by Apple. But he does get taken out in the end. Venno not looking too healthy. And now it is 3v3. Ranger needs to not be there too long. He is very juicy, will lose 4 HP very quickly. They're going after Pac-Man. That shot not penning. Sherm gets another shot in. And Ranger is now very low on HP. And they're looking to take him out. Pac-Man goes down first though. But there goes Ranger straight after. I Am Become Death not looking too healthy. I do not really understand why Ranger did not run away over the beach. But now, this will likely be Ponda's game after all. Just too much HP, too much gun. Even Steven being thwarted a little bit there. Now Darktronics is in a good position to face both. He's still losing HP for that though. He does kill Sherm. Darktronics taking another hit, now having 8 HP. Which is likely not going to be enough to take out a full full HP I think. Even Steven. Especially not when that shot misses. He's just casually reloading his gun right now to make sure that he's got enough shots to take him out. But he only needs 1 HP shot there. They're both holding at the time. Leverage technically just needs to wait. They've got the base. At the same time, it will be very unlikely that even Steven will not win this. Because you can just drop down, and going down always makes you go faster than going up, and there he goes. Even Steven finishing it off and winning the game for Ponda. And now things are getting tense. Look at, oh god, look at the damage that even Steven did. Like, it's tool game, so damage doesn't really say all. But in this case, that is a very good result. Let's see. And now, Ponda is up for potential match point. If they win the next game, then they're through and Leverage is out. Leverage has to win 2 in a row to have the same result. 1 minute and 11 seconds before we go in. Maybe the last game, depends on what Ponda does. And we have Ponda ready with 3 Crown Wagons, 3 Type 71s and an E5. Versus an IS-7, an IS-4, a Type 71, an E5, 2 Crown Wagons and a Yo. That's a very diverse lineup there. And Ranger no longer in the LC, now in a Crown Wagon. Let's see. Ponda getting back up on their feet really nicely there. And it's honestly, like, as a streamer, I'm always in favor of tiebreakers and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's so nice to see when teams are sort of like evenly matched. Because if they weren't, then the scores wouldn't be going up this way. And that makes the games itself, it shows how much more interesting that is, you know, on its own. And let's see. Even Steven, man of the match last game. Skips heading towards the base C area. Ponda splitting up a little bit. Playmaker going in front. Whereas Ranger is going for a campy position. Darktronics heading towards the middle. Cena being taken. Leverage not taking any base right now. And that's a bit dangerous in and of itself, to be honest. And 13 is holding. But now Ponda has a base. They don't need to take any chances. It will be up to Leverage to do something. Playmaker going into the base. Even Steven shooting at him. He's the Kranwag. He's got multiple shots to try. And he does reset that. Dina being capped. Playmaker giving up on base C. They know that there's at least 2 guns there. Sorry, base A. They know that there's at least 2 guns there. They did take base A, but they're at a point disadvantage here. So it will be up to Leverage to make a move here. I'm become death. Hightailing it out of there. Skips in the corner. This is basically him just flying around because not much is happening right now. Playmaker still wants to get base A by the looks of things. He's not alone, he's got Darktronics with him. Pafilupi holding. But again, it will be up to Leverage to make a move here. Now we got GTA in a excellent decapping position. Darktronics gets spotted. Goes into base together with I Am Become Death. And they're basically, I Am Become Death is side scraping off of Darktronics here. Darktronics is being reset. But they are getting shots in. And they do get their base that way. Well played. At the same time, Pafilupi overextended on the other side. Lost some HP for that. Darktronics does not lose more HP. Very well played here by Leverage. Taking the cap that way. And that will give Leverage the advantage that they need. Apple. Basically we got Am Veno holding there. And they will be eyeballing that base D. Because most of Leverage is not there. It's not unprotected because we got M13 Playmaker arriving there now. And now we've got Shum heading towards base A. We have Darktronics there. On the beach. He dropped down. Base A now being stolen. And that hard-won base is being kept right now. That is a just-in-time reset of about 8 HP there. But it did the job. Shots are being fired. Not a lot of HP has been taken so far. But base A is basically what it's all about here. At the same time, we've got Ponda now making a push for D and A. Apple losing a lot of HP, crossing over. Venno in trouble. 4 guns going for him. He gets tracked and gets absolutely shot from everywhere and gets taken out. And they might still have 2 bases, but they've lost the gun now, and that's also important. Leverage holding. I'm light getting shot at. And now Ranger in the middle together with I'm Become Death. Ranger losing some HP for that. I'm light. Not all shots going as Leverage would want them to. GTA losing a lot of HP. D is being capped. They need to get those kills in. And they need to not lose any tanks while they do that. And 13 got tracked. GTA and N13 go down at the same time. Base D has been stolen though. Skips losing HP. Playmaker rolling around. Apple gets hit. Sherman gets taken out. Pafilupi not looking too healthy. Good camera derp. I am light gets taken out. Despite I am Become Death's best efforts. There goes Skips. I am Become Death is not going to survive this. Does hope. No, he does not get to pick up that kill. D is being taken now. Ranger taking that base. And they will definitely need that. And he will need to survive that. And not lose a lot of HP for that. Pafilupi is holding. And they're going to grab that base right back. Oh, Ranger taking a hit. And another one. That one did not pen. 910 points. Ponda took the base again. Ranger gets shot. Got tracked. Gets taken out. And that sort of like seals the deal. Darktronics the last one left alive. And there we go. Ponda has it. And that means that Leverage is out. Oof. Wow. What a matchup this was though. Like it started so well for Leverage and then Ponda just like, nope, denied. Very well played. Absolutely beautiful gameplay here. And that means that Leverage is out. So massive commiserations to Leverage. You've played phenomenally. It's been an absolute joy to watch you play this day. And previous streams, but I didn't stream those myself. So there's that. But absolutely beautifully done. And let's see, in 30 minutes we get to see the next game. So that means we've got another 30 minutes of just replays. And I am going to take a very quick break while I show you a replay. Because I really need to visit the little girl's room. Let's see, what will I show you? I'm first going to put this on because I know that that won't be, if I'm too quiet then that won't cause an issue. Let's see, I got a lot of IS-8 replays. Let's show you one of those. And then I'll hop off real quick and I'll be back in a few minutes. Once I've clicked away the double bar, that is. Let's see. IS-8 is beauty of a tank. Really nice heavy him. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute or two. And there we go, I am back. Sorry about that. I always try to avoid that as much as I can in the stream, but sometimes there's no helping it. Waffle almost gone there. And there we go. It's a lovely little game, that. Just under 3k damage, but some nice assisted damage there. Oh yeah, I definitely need coffee as well, to be honest. I've got some nice little can of Coke there, but it's almost gone. These are the very, very long streams. And honestly, I don't mind it that much. But at the same time, like, I get why there's set times for matches like this. But like during the qualifiers, there were these days where you just had, like, as soon as both teams were ready, you would get the next match. And that would be very helpful. That being said though, that wouldn't really work for this because I need to stream until 7:30 for the whole timer on the portal and everything. And I do try my best to at least make it half entertaining for you. Let's see, what have I got for you? I got more Carol replays. Let's look at that one then. Which is a bit frustrating because as much as I like showing off ace replays, I think this is an ace replay in any case, I really dislike the fact that I don't have that tank. And let's see. And the thing is mainly that I noticed that with the Minotaur as well. People tend to forget that they shouldn't shoot that last shell. And shooting the last shell, I mean, it works if it's like life-saving kind of thing. Or if you know you're not going to have any shots for a long, long time. At the same time, it's a big risk to do. Rather than just waiting until you can actually reload and get more shots in. Nice little shot there. And it's very tempting to shoot that last shell. But it's so much more beneficial if you don't. There you go. And kaboof, that's the end of him. I don't think the spaghetti is happy. I do not read Cyrillic, but by the judging by the caps lock, he's not gonna be happy with that. Yeah, the no background sound was my fault, to be honest. I left it on another screen as I went AFK. And it would have gone absolutely fine if I had clicked back on the game before I left. So that's on me, sorry guys. Like I said, I don't usually take a break like that. 3 people left. Oh, and it's such a beauty of a tank. He's not done that much damage so far. But you can see how well the tank works. I love the whole auto reloading system. Max could potentially outclip him. He's not looking too healthy. Oh, and he wants him. He really does want him. Did he not reload his clip? See, these are the moments where you lose the last shell. Now you can use the last shell as well, because there's only one person left. There you go. Oof, nice little amount of rating points as well. Oh god, that's another reason why I will want it. Because ratings... Oh well. I'm sure it will come back eventually. And then hopefully I'll be able to get it. Obviously not going to spend hundreds of euros just to get this. Let's see, how long do we have left now? 21 minutes. That's enough for some more replays then. Also, I will not do it to you to play on PC because I can't play PC to save my life. I'm a touch player, but in order to use the free cam, I need to stream on PC. So that's why you're stuck with watching replays. This is a skirmish replay, but I've seen the results, and I think that if this was in normal games, then it would definitely be an ace. So I'm really curious to see how this will go. The thing that puts me off most about skirmish is like the half map. I wouldn't even mind 5v5, but it's just like only having half the map that would annoy me. And let's see. This is one of those tanks. When I first got it, I drove it for one battle, and I aced it. And I was like, yeah, I'm not touching that again. It's not a bad tank. It's not a great tank either, but it's not a bad tank. But there's a lot of tanks that I would prefer, to be honest. Oh, he does get spotted for that. 59 pattern over there. And there we've got... Is he AFK? No, he's not. He doesn't seem to be AFK. Let's see. Oh, that didn't pan. Let's see. Oh, that didn't pan either. I know how this ends. He will get shots in. Don't worry. Just not these yet, apparently. And poof. Nope, that didn't pan either. RNG is not with you right now, Zach. And there's another spam bot in the chat, apparently. Oh, that didn't pan either. Pharaoh not looking too healthy. If he manages to get that in, though. That was a grand total of 25 damage. Oof. Oh my god. My internet is being derpy again. It does come back quite quickly. But I will definitely need to look into that. Like I said, I know how this battle ends. So I know that he's gonna get a lot more damage than this. But so far this is not really working out well. There we go, that's better. Let's see, there are 4.5 minutes left. That guy getting stuck is definitely helpful. With a little bit of fire, but it doesn't kill him. 59 pattern now peeking over. Basically, and this is the issue, I will have to look into seeing if I can get the cable drawn to this room as well. Because, like, I'm currently in my room and the modem is like downstairs, literally on the other side of the house. Oh, that bounced though. And now he's in a Colorado situation. Nice, that was definitely needed as well. And it's just him. And he can do big booms. Nice. If you can reload in time and not get hit for it, that would be grand. Let's see. Oh, not going for the one shot is always potentially dangerous. And he needs to reset the base, so he can't actually... Oof, no, he is going to get that kill in. That is a dangerous thing to do, though. 93, he needs to decap that really fast. He is going to eat another hit. Question is by whom? Oh, that bounced though. Ooh. Oh my god, he missed! Oh, well done. What a game. .1k damage in a skirmish game that started off really badly, but ended off very beautiful. And let's see, how long do we have left? I think 15 minutes. Because this is the next match that we're going to see, and that's going to be absolutely beautiful as well. Also Molendijk and potentially Faust, depending on how fast it goes, but absolutely loving that. Because I love both those maps so much. Let's see, what else have I got for you? I think I haven't shown this one yet. Let's see, I can actually check that. No, that's not the one that I want. This is what I wanted. No, I have shown that. Okay, let's not show that then. See, this is the thing, my mind is all over the place. I got another Caro game that I haven't shown yet. Let's see. Oh, I think Wargaming missed an opportunity by not calling it hacker, because they kept talking in the preview things about that the game was hacked and everything. So calling it hacker would have actually been more fun. Hello everyone, by the way. I hope you guys are enjoying the games so far, at least like the tour games. I'm not talking about the replays. I'm enjoying those as well, but I am here for the tour games. There's just a lot of that time in between the matchups, that's all. Let's see. It's currently loading. Wanting to get a shot. We don't know where the other TD is yet. Jäger's not been spotted yet so far. He's being very forwards, but it might work out for him. Yeah, he's the only one there. Nice tracking shot. He does get shot from the other side. There you go. Nice little bounce as well. Oof. This gives him time to reload at least. Nice. And he can get another one in, but should not shoot that. There you go. Not that reserve shell. And this allows him to reload. He's done 1999 damage so far. GG. There we go. Nice little kill there. Let's see. It's got some nice shield there in the form of the type. Don't use that chill. There we go. Nice little tracking shot. Is he going to use it? Yes, he is. If you're looking in the portal, the blue time is the one that matters. The white time is basically the time you missed, but the blue one is that adds towards the crates. Is he going to get that kill though? That would be grand. And he does! Nice. Oh dear, no, I'm not gonna play any tanks here, sorry. Like I said, I can't play PC to save my life. I could play them on my iPad, but not actually on stream. At least not in this stream, because this is a tour stream, so I have to be on PC. And the thing is, if I were to hook up my laptop, my iPad to my laptop right now to stream that, basically my laptop will get confused and everything would die. So I've got I don't have any faith in my laptop surviving that, so I'm not gonna try that. Let's see, what else have I got for you? We got like 5 minutes left of replays before the room is up. So I want to have a quick game. I'm not sure though. I don't think I'm gonna risk it. Let's have a look. Yeah, about 5 minutes left before we actually get the room. I'll just wait in this case. Also, mind you, that because there's the 3-minute delay on the stream, that also means that anything that I do reply to with the chat, you will hear 3 minutes later, so it will sound horribly out of context. Which is generally why I am answering some general concerns with the portal and everything, but try not to get involved into the chat that much. Let's see. If I'm hearing this right, there's currently a cat outside my door. Basically, around this time, Jeeves is noticing, Jeeves is his name, is noticing that one of us is awake, in this case that's me. And then he'll be outside the door and he'll be like, oh my god, let me in and give me cuddles. Obviously not gonna do that while we're here. But yeah. Basically, with the portal stuff, again, you need to make sure that you are logged in. You need to make sure that you've accepted cookies, no ad blockers and stuff like that. And you have to keep the tab active. And that's the most difficult part there. It's not... Apparently, there's stuff issue with the portal as a whole. So there's that. But yeah. Overall, the biggest issue right now is my internet being a little bit derpy here and there. It does load fast enough again. But yeah. Obviously also not really gonna commentate on other streamers. But I will tell you basically, because you have these streams, do definitely sub to 34. And of course Robert, who's absolutely amazing as well. Don't know Ashon all that much. Robert streams in Spanish, but it's well worth a sub. 34 mainly streams on Twitch, but it's well worth a sub there as well. And we're all doing NA together basically. And tomorrow you get Bushcast commentator. But 34 and I will both be involved in that stream as well. And let's see, we don't have that long left, do we? Yeah, 2 minutes thereabouts. And then we'll just wait. I haven't got much to say at this point, to be honest. Matches so far have been great fun. The round robin matches that I've watched have been great fun as well. Obviously haven't watched all of them because I didn't have the time to do that with the move and all. But the matches that I did watch were great fun and very nice to see. So of course now we get to watch Joker versus Axe, so that's going to be interesting as well. That was basically one of the most fantastic games that I watched from round robins. Was Joker versus Axe on Castilla. And basically they Axe went through the water there and it was just absolutely beautiful to watch. In the end, Joker still won, but the move in itself was just brilliant. And it's happened before, but just like the whole way that X is doing those little interesting little bits of gameplay with the little tricky moves that are like big risk but also great rewards if they do work. I love watching that. So let's see. Now we're just waiting for the room invite. That should be up any moment now. Yeah, literally any moment now. And then we have to wait a little bit before we can actually go into the room comfortably to look at lineups and all of that. Because of the 3-minute delay and the first room time is like 5 minutes. So I always want to avoid being in the room too long. I did not get a pop-up for that actually. There you go. So now we just wait a minute and a half thereabouts before we can go into the room. And then we have our last matchup of the evening. Basically, all the final streams will be streamed on the portal, which means that anyone from any server can get rewards in this case. So regardless of what server you're from, you can get rewards for watching NA or Asia or EU. The only one that we're missing now is the XCIS server, which is no longer in existence. It's basically like held by a different company in a different game name. But they are having their own little version of Twist Cup there. And let's see. 35 minutes left. And then we go into the room. 35 seconds, not minutes. Oh my god. My brain is starting to leave me. That's never a good thing. Basically, if you want to get credits, then playing Prem Tanks generally works, but also like lower tiers and more than higher tiers. If you win, you get more credits, so it's worth using provisions and stuff like that. Don't be shy of using Premo either, because that can help you win. It's better to shoot and do a little bit less damage than to do no damage at all by bouncing. But yeah, if you have all the options available to you, then drive a Prem Tank and basically use Prem account. That definitely helps. And of course game modes help as well. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left before we go into the first game on Desert Sands between Axe and Jokers. And we've got 3 Crown Wagons, a 60 DP, 2 Type 71s and a Sheridan for Axe versus 4 Type 71s, 2 Crown Wagons and an E5 for Jokers. Tenno, of course, building a name for himself right now, whereas Jokers is much more established. And we see some old names there as well. Both sides, to be honest. Like, I don't get to stream NA every season. That's more to do with time zones and everything. Because, yeah, normally when NA has a tour, it starts at 3 AM for me. Which is generally not really something that I can easily do. If you remember that I do actually have a job and everything. So, that, yeah. There are exceptions though, like these final stages. I will happily basically sacrifice my... And I will stream for the max amount of time that is allowed to get rewards, which is until 7:30 AM my time, which is in just over an hour. I will stream the whole time to make sure that everyone has the best chance of getting all their rewards. And let's see. I did lose a little bit of time because my internet dipped, but hopefully it will go on right. And now the portal is derping for me. I'm not sure why, it's like holding a few seconds, even though the picture is still moving. No idea what's going on there. Which is like not too bad as long as it doesn't happen too often. But here we go, into the first game. Countdown clock has begun. And then we will see what happens between these two. And I hope the matches will be, well, as exciting as the matches that we have seen before. And the round robin matches that we've seen. Gonna be amazing. And let's see. Mako and PW using that lovely little camo there. We have Danny Chilo. Oof. People getting spotted, shots being fired. Kakati losing a lot of HP, as does Fero Kitty. Milo Chilo losing a little bit. Benza doing an excellent job with that spotting. And we have PW going into the middle, actually driving on. Sharon is hightailing it out of there. Shera and PW have been spotted. So they know that there's someone there. Base A is now being kept. And we have Benson driving around the back going towards base C. Mako going into the middle. Base A has been kept, however. TJ is spotted. Mako holding. And we have Joker potentially going after Tommy here. Tunnel. Who is quite alone. He does have some support. Kakati not really wanting to push in. Fero Kitty losing a lot of HP there though. They're going after Tunnel. The Kranwagens are moving in. Tunnel doing an excellent job of bouncing here. So we got... oh dear, it's doing that thing again. My internet is derping. There we go. Lots of HP being lost very quickly there because of a game derp. Lek gets taken out, obviously not going to pronounce that name as it should be. Assassin being focused on. OBS having a little bit of a derp again. There goes Assassin. Tunnel very low on HP. Milo Chilo getting shot at. These derps are very annoying. PW gets taken out. There goes Milo. Mako still holding very well here. Preserving most of his HP. It is 6v4. Kakati about to get shot to hell here. Potentially. No, that bounces. But we have Tender arriving behind him. And he's going to get another shot in. Ooh, that actually tracks him just... he still goes down, leaving it 6v3. Mako. Oof, TJ taking a big hit there. Before Sienna takes him out. Fero gets taken out, and now we just have Danny. Who is not wanting to be there anymore. Gets shot as he tries to drive away there. 805 points for X there. A little bit of an HE derp by Tanner. But overall, with 6 guns against him, Danny's not going to survive this. And we have Sierra. No, actually Tanner, who takes him out. And the first game X4X. Quite convincingly there. Beautiful game. Very well held by X there. And that's the thing though, we've seen that before. Where it's sort of like it's a trap. And then it just works out beautifully. And it's the same here with Tunnel holding that little ridge with the Kranwagens behind him. But also just the crossover into the desert cost Joker a lot of HP there. 1 minute and 16 seconds left to go. And we now see that X is ready with 3 Type 71s, 2 Kranwagens, an E6 and a Sheridan. Versus 3 Type 71s, a 60 TP, 2 Kranwagens and an LT. Sheridan versus LT is going to be interesting on its own. But for the most part, these tanks generally have a spotting thing. The thing is though, with the LT, with the mechanic that it has, if it shoots you, you stay spotted for 20 seconds. That makes a big difference. And let's see. 35 seconds left to go before we go into the game. And let's see. I do hope that I can get like the cable in here. That would make things a lot easier. I don't get why it's unstable, to be honest. It shouldn't be. Oh well. Anyhow, 3 seconds left to go before we go into the second game of this matchup. The second game on Desert Sands as well. And let's see. Everyone using the team avatars. I'm not sure if that's part of the rule or it's just basically doing it because they do look really nice. Like if I were to have a clan logo in game as well as an avatar, I'd probably use it. Firo Kitty crossing over into the city. Panzer not shooting, not spotting anyone. Blind shots are being taken, you can hear that. C and A both being taken. But C is capped by multiple people. And that's going to give them the advantage a little bit there. But it's ever so slightly, like a split second. Sierra taking a little bit of hit there. Kranwagens have been spotted as well. So has PW. They're basically trying to lay a trap here. With Joker going after after Sierra. And then those Kranwagens wanted to get those hits in. Baba does take a bit of hit there for it. Mako arriving in the E6. And Joker has ever so slight point advantage here. Those were some lovely shots through the train tracks there. Lack pre-aiming, but not actually getting a shot in. Now we have Sierra and Panzer taking a bit of a hit there. Danny Chilo losing some HP. The Kranwagens putting back a little bit. But overall not that much is happening right now. Some shots are being fired. But not much, so we're going to go for another fly over there. E6 and Kranwagens versus 2 Kranwagens there. Milo Chido, the only one spotted right now, as well as Sierra 4X. Tane is there to potentially decap base B if they were to try and cap that. But overall not much is happening right now. Everyone is holding in their position. Sierra in the corner, relatively safe as long as he doesn't get pushed. Joker pulling out of there, stacking their tanks together. Kakati getting spotted. And we have X stacking their tanks over there. We've got Joker stacking their tanks over here. This is interesting because the thing is that if they all push over and there's no targets there, if they don't get spotted for it, then they might lose a lot. Then they will get over there without losing HP. But we have assassins still there, so they know that there's someone still there. He was shooting at Center wants help. Getting ready to spot those Kranwagens there. Let's see if that's going to work. He does spot them immediately. TJ and Danilo, losing HP for that. And more. Santa takes a hit as well. They use those buildings quite well. I'm not sure that that went as well as they thought, as they hoped it would. Sorry. And now X is in the city. And pushing. PW losing HP. Waiting for the rest. We're now pulling back. Tunnel going very forwards. Potentially in trouble. He rams Assassin. But he's pretty much alone there. Sierra is almost gone. Gets taken out. Tunnel goes to stand in the base, but it's 880 points for Joker right now. 920 as Tanner gets taken out. And they will want to take out PW to ensure their victory here. B is being taken. Lack being shot from multiple sides. They're trying to focus fire there. Baba in the middle is not doing too well either. Lack is going to get that shot in. And he does get that 9. Oof, he immediately dies, but then Baba does as well. 995. And the game is for Joker. That kill sealing it all the more. Wow. Very well done here. And now it's 1-1 and we are moving on to Molendijk. One minute, 20 seconds left to go. X now ready with 4 Kranwagens, 2 Type 71s and an LT for Molendijk. And on Joker's side we see 4 Type 71s, 2 Kranwagens and 1 LT. Molendijk, one of my more favorite maps, absolutely gorgeous. Not necessarily the best tool map to be fair, but it's an absolutely lovely map to watch. It's beautifully made. Absolutely love the graphics there. Fun fact, my screen is my portal is glitching now, but the timer is still going up and I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll take it. And let's see. 30 seconds left. And then we'll see what happens. Anything can still happen. No real pressure just yet. In this case, again, whoever loses this is not out yet. They can go through the lower bracket again. But whoever wins this is through to the grand final. So it will be either first or second. And let's see. Let's have a look. Kind of fun to see all these Kranwagens as well. The thing is that DPM of them is very low, but if they clip together, then that can definitely make up for DPM, because if they basically murder together and they take out guns, that makes all the difference. X heading towards the siege area. Now we have Panzer going for a quick spot. Spotting no one going to A. But he and Vero Kitty do spot each other. First shots being fired. Kakati and Assassin now arriving there. Panzer taking a hit. Assassin does as well. And he hightails it out of there. Lek not looking... That is a bit of a tricky position there. He does not take a hit for that though. Cena being capped by Jokers here. Which will give them a nice little bit of an edge. Milo doing that job. And X is holding right now, does not have a base. Ace is now being taken so that the point advantage won't go up too quickly. And we have Fero Kitty going around there. Probably not to cap, but more to see. Going for the bunker there. Whereas we've got Panzer now deciding to not be there and just hightail it out of there. Which of course they don't know. Point advantage though, again for Joker still. Axe holding the ramps. Tunnel, not sure. No, he's not AFK, he's just holding like that. And let's see. Lek holding as well. They know that someone is there, they just don't know whom. And Panzer's made it back through. PW gets spotted. As does Lek. Oof. Big hits into PW there. Especially with a bit of fire that is not helping matters. 1430 damage done very quickly here. Kakati now arriving there as well. And PW is almost gone. And they kind of want that kill, but he's nicely in the ditch, so they can't really afford to try and get him yet. He does still get a shot in, but then he does get taken out after all. And we have Fero hunting down Panzer. As Tunnel is going after Lek. Let's fly over quickly there. Panzer gets tracked, gets taken out almost immediately after. And Fero is now capping the base because Axe had actually capped base B as well. Tunnel not looking too healthy. Gets to survive another reload, does get taken out in the end. Assassin a one shot right now. Tanner really wanting to go after Assassin, and he does get him. But now Jokers has 3 bases. That makes all the difference as well. And we have Sierra trying to take base B back. Mako and Arctic both going down. It's just Lek goes down as well, but it's just Tanner and Sierra right now. Fero Kitty pushing in. And don't get weird. Oof. He does get taken out by over 950 points. Points going up very quickly. Simply because of the fact that they've got 3 bases. But with Tanner being taken out, that seals it. And the game is for Jokers. I lost a lot of time with my internet being derpy there. Beautiful little game there. One and a half minutes left before we go into the 4th game. The 2nd game on Molen Lake. Of this best of 7. Joker now ready with 3 Type 71s, 3 Kranwagens and an E5. Versus 3 Kranwagens, 3 Type 71s and an LT. So it's basically LT versus E5. For the rest it's the same lineup. And to be fair, that does make it very interesting in my opinion. Because a lot depends on where you go, what you do. And a lot depends on the teamwork. And let's see. 40 seconds left to go. Ooh, sorry. It's very early here still. And let's see, 25 seconds left. And then we'll see what happens. I do hope that it goes up more evenly, because Axe has been fantastic so far as well. Joker's just basically absorbing what they do. And here we go. Lovely little raiding camo by Mako here. And let's go up, up and away. Panzer. Go for a quick spot there. And he is really wanted to see everyone that's over there, but he's looking in the other direction. I wonder if he's aware of that. He does spot Lek. And he does spot most of them now. And then he decides he doesn't want to be there, which I fully understand. But basically we've got a base A showdown about to happen. Joker pulling back. Shots are being fired here. PW taking quite a few hits. Base A is being kept. TJ got tracked, gets taken out quite brutally here. Tunnel pushing forwards, wiggling his tank to avoid getting shot. He's not looking all too healthy though. Lek being focused on. There goes Lek. Kakati next target in line by the looks of it. Focus fire is not all completely there. But Axe is taking out a lot of tanks. Tunnel was the cost there though. Kakati also gone now. Danny Chilo. Sierra waiting to reload that last shot. And now it is 6 versus 3. Milo going after Tanner. Oof. And they need... Oof. Basically now the light tank cleaning things up. Tanner does get taken out. 4 versus 2. Assassin not looking too healthy. Is going to get taken out. And now it's just Fero Kitty, who does want to get a shot into Panzer. But it's basically not allowed. He does get a hit eventually, but there he goes. And the game is for X. Very brutal little game. They sensed that they had the gun advantage over there, knowing what Panzer had spotted near base B. And it would take them too long to get there, so they just pushed in. And it looked a tiny bit hesitant in the beginning, but what a push. Basically, for the grand finals, whoever wins this matchup is through to the grand finals. And then whoever loses this is up against Ponda next, and whoever wins that is to the grand finals as well. But those 2 matches will happen tomorrow. This is the last matchup of the evening. But we still have 45 minutes left to go before I can end the stream, because portal time is basically. 1 minute and 12 seconds left to go before we move on to Faust. Like I said, my favorite map in the game. Absolutely love the whole atmosphere there. And we've got X ready with 2 Kranwagens, 2 Type 71s, an IS-4 and an LT and a 60 TP versus 2 Type 71s, sorry, 3 Type 71s, a 60 TP, an LT and 2 Kranwagens. Oh, Yichi, I'm going back to bed after this. I need to sleep. And then after I wake up, I'll be up for a few hours, and then I'm gonna go to sleep early in the evening again to get up in the middle of the night again for the grand final stream. Even though I will not be commentating that, I will be involved there. But yeah, even if it was like in the middle of the day, I would definitely want a nap after a 4-hour stream, because that's what we're looking at just about. Which, to be fair, is very, very long. It's not the longest I've been. When I was at the offline, we had a stream of 8 hours with no potty breaks, so that was special. But here we go. And I hope the microphone doesn't pick him up, but now the cat is definitely outside the door and whining for attention. Aww. If I wasn't streaming, I'd definitely go cuddle. I'm one of those. I mean, my main goal in life is to become a crazy cat lady, because that would be beautiful. I'd stream tours and do embroidery and cuddle cats all day. Life goals. Axe now moving towards the A-ish side, but with Panzer moving to cap the base quickly. Fero Kitty on the other side doing the same thing. People do get spotted crossing over though. That is dangerous, but they managed to not get hit for it. Neither base decapped. Seventeenth going up the ramp on the other side. Let's see. Bino also being taken, which is quite cheeky. And we have Lek. Assassin takes a hit there. Lek now going to get base A, so both teams will have 2 bases. And PW is just basically continuing on, potentially go to cap base C and steal that. That would be a grand move, to be honest. Let's see. He is capping that base, and he is getting... Oh, oh, I hate that. He is getting away with it too. And that's going to give Axe a lovely little advantage here, both in points and in bases. That will grow until Jokers does something about it. It's on a bit of a precarious position there. Does take a hit for it. And another one. And another one. And another one. Which makes him pretty low on HP. PW also losing a lot of HP very quickly. Overextending a little bit there. And with 3 bases, they didn't really need to do that. They're going after Kakati. And now Zvez is taking lots of hits as well. We have Ado Lovelace arriving. Getting hits in as well. And he does take out PW. Pence now behind TJ to take him out. And he does need to do that. Lek also out. 830 points. Sierra being set upon now by Lovelace. B being stolen. There goes Sierra. And now we have Panzer being very healthy here, but a very light little tank. That shot missed! That shot missed! 854 points. Lawnmower camera. Tanner not wanting to drop down. He does need a shot. Fero Kitty there. And he bounces that and then gets taken out. Assassin gets taken out. We are near 900 points. It is 2 versus 3. They are chasing after Panzer. 900 points. Mako is still holding. And they kind of need to get that base though. That's the thing. He is going into the base there. Trying to hold it for long enough. Milo trying to shoot him through the train tracks. If he manages to cap this. No, he's out of there. Going after Ado. Has to make sure all the shots spent base. Dina being capped as well. He does take a hit. Will he get this kill though? Oh, but then he gets taken out. And now it's just Mako. And they have no more bases. 4 bases. Joker has this game, but what a game. What a game of points this was. They almost had it. And I think the only mistake that X did here was a few people overextending a little bit and losing a little bit too much HP too quickly. Wow, what a game. Absolutely fabulous this. Very well played by Jokers. Going after all those bases in the end. Making all the difference there. And now they're up for potential match point. If they win this next match, then they're through to the grand finals. Whereas X needs to win 2 in a row for that to happen. Jokers, of course, so far having been undefeated this season in the round robins. Which makes all the difference. And let's see. 1 minute and 3 seconds left to go. Before we go into the 6th game of this best of 7. As streamer, of course, I'm always hoping for tiebreakers. That always makes me happy, but at the same time, games like this, I'll stream them any day, all day. I love how close this was. 33 seconds left to go. And we see X now ready with 2 Crown Wagons, 3 Type 71s, a 60TP and a Sheridan. And on Joker's side we see 3 Type 71s, 2 Crown Wagons, a 60TP and a 215B. OBS is still having some issues, or rather my internet is. But at least it's reconnecting again. And let's see. Let's see if Joker can carry this through, or if X is going to make a comeback again. Because the games so far have all been pretty close. It's never gonna be like a stomping thing like you see in randoms at times. Mako going up the ramp. X going towards the A side. Tunnel has been spotted. C is not being kept. A is not being kept either. They know that there's people there, but that basically that shot from Mako did not reset Assassin. So the base is theirs. Sivas holding there. But there's no one yet to shoot. Base A now being kept. C is still uncapped. And Joker is holding in their spawn. No damage has been done just yet, but there's about a 45 point advantage for Joker here. And let's see. Joker pushing on a little bit. PW and Panzer being quite forwards here. And he might get caught unawares because there's a lot of guns there, and PW is like, yeah, let's not be there. He's getting shot at. Does not get tracked for it, but loses quite a bit of HP, and they know that there's a lot of Joker tanks over there now. Panzer is deciding to not be there anymore. X is responding. Rotating around to try and absorb those. But Joker's is content to hold now. Sivas holding there. And Joker holding patiently. They have the advantage, they don't need to do anything. Mako holding the ramp still. And Sivas pushing quite forwards. Joker responding. Big hits into Lovelace there. Now we have X arriving. Getting spotted. And they don't really want to be there anymore. Tanner arriving as well. Sierra a bit late. Not sure if that was miscommunication. PW losing a lot of HP very quickly. Kranwagen now almost out. And he gets taken out first. This seems to be a little bit of a miscommunication. Sierra only now arriving. Tunnel and Zavaz both losing a lot of HP very quickly. TJ not looking too healthy but still alive. Panzer crossing over. There goes TJ. Fero Kitty gets taken out as well. Sierra getting shot at. There goes Kakati. There goes Tunnel. Guns being lost left and right. But Ten is not looking too healthy. Is going to have picked up as well. Both teams have lost 3 guns so far. And now they're going after Kami. This is exactly why I keep calling him Lack, but there you go. Savaz still alive if barely. Sierra getting tracked here. Losing a lot of HP. Is going to get taken out. And now it is 3v2. In favor of Jokers. That shot not panning. Oof, big hit by Mako there. Oh, and he does get taken out. And now it's just Mako. Who's basically got no chance here. Just too many guns. And in randoms, I would give it to him, to be fair. It's in tours where I feel that this is not going to work out. Big hit into Milo Chilo there. Mako takes another hit and there we go. Jokers has the game. And is through to the grand finals. But, like I said, X isn't out yet. There's still the lower bracket finals to be had tomorrow. And that will decide who goes up against Joker in the grand finals. But congratulations to Jokers for making it to the grand finals. Fantastic. Sorry. Overall, these have been pretty aggressive games. But, like, the focus fire and the pushes and the bases and the caps. And it's all been close and I love it. I will happily get up in the middle of the night for games like this. So let's see, we still have half an hour left before the timers deactivate on the portal. So I'm going to play some more replays for you, and you might see replays that you've already seen, to be fair. But you'll just have to survive that. Let's see. I'm not sure what I want to show you. I got a lot of replays over time. Totally not indecisive or anything, am I? Actually, no. I'm gonna show one of my own games. Because I'm actually pretty proud of this one. People are talking about how much YouTube earns us. Yes, I do earn a little bit from YouTube, but it's not a lot. And honestly, I don't care. When it's tours and when it's videos, YouTube is a hobby for me. And I like streaming tours. I don't do it for money or anything like that. Because I just love the games. Basically, this is what happens if you have 7 players that are coordinating together, that make tactics together, and they move together, push together, hold together, etc. It's the pinnacle of gameplay. This is what happens when you have 7 people in one team that are working together, and you never get that in randoms. That is what makes tournaments so beautiful. Not just the individual player skill, because these guys that you've seen play, basically any one of them could take me out in a heartbeat, and I consider myself an above average player. I'm not that bad. But when you get teams like this, it's just fantastic to watch what they manage to do. So it's basically YouTube is a hobby, and it's nice if it works out, and if it doesn't work out, that's fine too. I don't mind. I'm not doing it for the money. I do it for the games because it's the tactical side, the way that they play, that makes me keep coming back for more and spectate more and commentate more. I love it. I love watching it. So yeah, I honestly, when I'm streaming, not these streams, mind you, but if I have normal streams, I often get copyright stricken because I'm singing on stream. And that again, I don't care. Like, I like singing and I like playing, so if it basically works out like that, then sure, I dismiss the copyright claim as long as it doesn't harm my channel, which it doesn't. Oof, he missed me, that's a good thing. This is basically, it's one of those games I'm actually quite proud of. But yeah, YouTube is fun, and it's for fun, and I would never do it like full time because it's basically not the kind of job that you would want. It doesn't build a pension and anything like that, so it is and always will be just a hobby for me. But it is a hobby that I really do enjoy. And tours are just, they're the pinnacle of gameplay for me, and that's why I will, whenever I can, I will stream tours because I just love it. Let's see. 4v4. My teammate is still there right now, but he's about to get taken out. I drove down the tent because I wanted to make sure that I do not have that in my line of sight. Let's see. Game sound is also very low because if you're using the free cam, you're not actually stuck to any one person. Then the game sound will be very low because of that as well. Because you will literally not be able to hear the game sounds because you're too far above. At the same time, I find the bird's eye view works better with two battles than sticking in to one person, because otherwise you miss the overview, so to speak. I will stream for just under half an hour now, just to make sure that all the timers are up on the portal. And that you can have gotten the most of it that you can. For the keys and all. I do apologize for coughing a little bit, by the way. I've got a pretty bad cold. I'm happy that it went as well as it did. In this case, he peeks up and I was like pretty scared, but then I had a lovely little high roll there that was very much needed. And there's 2 people left still. And I'm not sure where the Yo is. I do get spotted, and I have HP, but at the same time don't want to throw it away. And my lovely little camper is definitely helpful here. So of course I derped this, shooting the corpse of the Yo instead. And in this case I decide that I can actually get to 5k if I manage to shoot him a few times. So I just need to be aggressive enough to get him to pull back, and at the same time make sure that the Hori does not actually go and shoot him. Hori is trying to get behind him, and I just hope that I reload in time before he arrives there, so that I can get the kill and get above 5k. Because, like, in a random, that's not too bad. And let's see. Lovely little M there, 5k damage, 1200 blocked. I really do love this tank. And the thing is that when you have a camper like that, if you can use them correctly, it works out beautifully. He got the kills that I definitely needed him to take. The thing is though, I would love to be able to play in between the games. Or in this case, when I'm filling up that space to make sure that people get the max out of those timers. But I'm not good with PC controls, and that's the thing. Basically, too many buttons. On touch, it's absolutely fine. I can make that work, but not on PC. So that is an issue in and of itself. Let's see, what else have I got for you? Let's see. Let's watch this one then. In the Minotauro. Also, just want to take this moment to say an extra special thank you to my mods, Mutsu and Yoda, and Level 2 Trading, and Fujit, of course. And I'm probably forgetting one, and I'm very sorry if I did. But extra special thanks for minding the chat for me and spamming the link so that people know where to go and how to get rewards and all of that. Much appreciated. And thank you, Broken Nose. I do legit hope that people like my content and my commentary, even though I know that most people are here purely for the keys. But still. I'm here purely for the games, to be honest. I've never been a fan of basically just filling that time. I've got lovely gameplays to show off, so I don't mind that part, but I'm really here for the tours, because it can be so utterly beautiful. That bounced. Oof. That's a good miss. Thank you. I'm seeing some very sweet chat. So thank you for the compliments, guys. Really appreciate it. Let me see. Is he going to get that one in? Not when he's looking at him. There you go. Nice. Well done. And it's gonna be weird because I will be involved in the stream tomorrow, of course, but this will be my last stream for this season, like on my own channel, and that's like, oof. Nice little shot there. And another one. Now he just has to reload his shots before he shoots. You're a bad chat. You have no armor. Of course they're gonna hurt you like that. There won't be any 32 minutes more. I'm sorry, Simon. The timer stopped at 7:30, which is in... Well, by the time you hear this, 20 minutes. So that's the thing. I would happily stream for longer if I could. That corpse absorbing the shot there. But yeah, I would happily stream for longer to make sure that people have a bit of extra time. But the time is stopped at 7:30, so that's not up to me, unfortunately. There we go. 2v3, they can actually do this. Colo Benov time. Whoop whoop. Death Star is pretty much the biggest risk here. Don't know exactly where he's gone. There he is. That bounce though. That bounce was so needed. Now he just needs to get the T-57 Heavy. The Amowet. Which people have told me sounds like my name. Which, to be fair, it does sound like it. Nice. Now he just needs to make sure to reserve the last shell. Nice little bit of bounces there. As well as PC builds and stuff. Won't ever make money, but people tell me I've helped them. That for me is what it's all about, to be honest, because I wouldn't mind not owning anything at all. Basically, if people like my content, if it brings them a smile, or if I'm helpful to them, then yes, that would be enough for me. And there we go. Beautiful game, this.
Lovely little ace. And don't get me wrong, I know that there are YouTubers that do it for the money and they make content for the money, and I don't want to build that kind of channel. I like my channel being a bit random, a bit of everything with no pressure either which way. So yeah, there is that. Let's see, what else have I got for you? We got about 20 minutes left. Well, 17 when you hear this, because delay. Nearly 16 actually, but yeah, because of all the delay stuff. Let's see, what else have I got for you? This is a good one, I think. It was a double ace game. My side is a lot more boring though, so I'm gonna show you Yusuf's side only. Thank you, Tequila, and good night. Basically, with what Wargaming has done is they've tried to involve all of us as much as they can, and at the same time made sure that there are people there that know the scene, that know the server. So in my case, I'm doing NA. I know that N9 is doing Asia. Even though we've not really followed the season there, he's done his homework as well, but I have watched the streams back to get a feel for the teams. Of course, I have streamed NA before and everything, so I do know the scene a little bit. And of course, 34 will be there. And he's been absolutely ace at this. He's followed the NA server for a long, long time. He is from the NA server, which also helps, of course. But I like the kind of mix that Wargaming has made to make sure that basically there will at least be someone from the server that's being streamed. IS-7 is slowly but surely eaten alive. He's being very forwards though. Let's see. I do get that kill. Let's see. I hope to get like the third key. My portal has been glitching as well. It worked really well the first bit, but then it started to glitch. I don't mind that too much though. I've had excellent gameplay to watch. Thank you for understanding, Simon. In this case, Yusuf was blocking me a little bit, but he was having some lag there, so can't really blame him for that. Let's see. Yeah, there are no 16 keys to be had on this stream, so there is that. Maybe you watched all 4 streams, but I think you still only get 4 keys. I don't think you can get all of them. So I think that even if you watch multiple streams, you still only get the max amount of keys for one stream, I think. Would be very surprised if you managed to get 16 keys just because you watched 4 streams. Let's see. That type was playing so well though. Oof, big hits there. And like I said, this wasn't double ace game. And we had some lovely help here as well. But Yusuf's game is so much better than mine here. I am not Swedish. I'm actually Dutch. I'm from the Netherlands. I have 2 sisters that live in Sweden though, if that counts. Yusuf literally going down here to get some more shots in. And the Campanzer 50T is such a lovely tank. It can work out so nicely. So he's casually done 4k damage so far. And I remember wanting to get unspotted and seeing if I can get some more shots in. Like, the only tanks left now are TDs, which can go really, really well or really, really bad. And I know that 2 of them could one-shot me, so there was that as well. I'm streaming until the timer is up, which is 7:30, which is in basically 40 minutes for me, so about 10 minutes by the time that you hear this. But yeah, I'm making sure that I hit like the max amount of time that the portal gives me. But the time is cut off at that point, so there's nothing I can do about that. Just getting a little bit lucky there. Let's see. They have 2 bases, that's an issue. One of the Death Stars is there. And I just kept needing to relocate and hoping that that would be enough to win the game, but we needed the base. Our 183 did get that shot in, which was very important as well. And he's trying to aim and it's not working out for him, which is good for us. There we go. And now it's just the one Death Star left. Thank you, What Moments. Glad you enjoyed it. Also, fair warning, the keys will be handed out like a few hours after the stream, so please just be patient. If you don't have them straight away after the stream, that's normal. It just takes some time. And hopefully, like, the portal will have worked for most of you. There he is. And I actually hadn't noticed that Yusuf had so many kills here, so I actually took the kill. And then realized and hoped I didn't steal him from his ace there. And let's see, 5.7k damage, less like a proper ace. Like, the ace bar on this thing is still pretty broken. And this would have honestly been beautiful if it had happened during the clan event, but this was like the day before that. But it was a lovely little game. 1603 base XP for him, but even I got an ace here. If it loads. Oh, it doesn't actually let me show that, but yeah. That was an ace as well for me. With a lot less damage and a lot less XP. So let's see. I got a few more games left to go. I'm gonna show you this one because it's funny. Not necessarily a game, but like the tank itself. Tankenstein is actually called Frankentank in Russian, which I still think is better because that's also like the name. If you look at the replay, it's called Frankentank rather than Tankenstein, and I think Frankentank would be so much more fun. And that was actually the name that was adopted by the community when this tank first came out. But then it came out and it was called Tankenstein, and now people call it that. But Frankentank is still sounds nice in my opinion. Don't think the EU servers are starting. Technically, it could be true, to be honest, because like regular maintenance. But then I should have been kicked out as well, I think. So not sure. 10 minutes left to go before I end the stream. Then it will be 7:30 for me, but there's still delay, so that will be in 6 minutes when you hear this, thereabouts. Hey, Daniel. No, my sisters are in Swedish. They just moved there. That shot went like way over. Oh, I do hope that people get all their keys. Like Portal Boxer, no. I hope that people get all their keys. For me, I always just find it funny to get like the keys, even though I'm streaming myself. So I will have the portal on just to make sure that I get some free stuff as well. As I'm online anyway, so I might as well, kind of thing. Let's see. I will need to look at the internet stuff though. Because there's like nearly a full minute of extra delay right now. Because of my internet being laggy and not helpful. Oh, that would have been beautiful to show Zero to Simp. Obviously, I can't open Discord now because then everything would die. Nice. Yeah, as we just said, if you watched from the beginning and the portal didn't bug out for you, then you should have all your rewards now. And hopefully for the people where it did bug out. Nice. For the people where it did bug out, support will sort it for you. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Thank you, Tylenol. That's a big compliment. But exactly that. These players, they deserve the spotlight, honestly. I love the way that the team, like the teamwork in tours. So yeah, I will be back tomorrow, obviously, for my part in the grand finals. Not as commentator, unfortunately, but yeah, that will be Bushka for you. But I should be back then, and then after that, I should be back next season. Shameless plug for myself. I will be holding a competition series in the in December. I will be posting about that very soon. So keep an eye out for that. I will make a video on it as well to basically make it easier. But it's basically something for everyone. Serious gameplay, not so serious gameplay, fun and everything. There will be a drawing competition attached and everything. A little bit of for everyone, for every tier basically. I will also be holding 2 giveaway streams in December as well. So that's more stuff that you can get. And yeah, we'll see. Hopefully I will see you all then, of course. Two people left. They have a base though. They're near 900 points. They should be fine. Leo probably going to get eaten alive by the Boarseek, I expect. He does. Not sure how the Red Tankenstein missed that shot, to be fair. Oh dear, if you're now asking about how to get keys, you're probably very, very late here. Oof. Thank you, Ukrainian tanker. Likewise, happy holidays. But yeah, as I said, lots of fun to be had in December overall. No kill there, but he does get an equal 3,500 damage down. Go on, I'm not actually playing. These are not my games. These are just replays because I can't play to save my life. I can't play PC to save my life. Touch is fine, but I can't hook my iPad up to my whatchamacallit, to my laptop. That's the word I was looking for to make that work. Thank you, Random Place. Let's see. We should have 1 or 2 more. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. This is also funny, by the way. My stats look quite good like this, but then you look at this and you see that I've only had 122 regular battles. The rest is all tour spectating. Let's have a look. What else have I got for you? Ah, since he's in the chat now anyway, in the wake. Let's see. FV4202, one of the tanks I don't really get along with all that well. Thank you, Benjamin. I'll do my best to hop back into bed after this stream. Get a few more hours of shut eye, and then hopefully in the morning I'll feel a little better. My nose will be a little bit stuffy and stuff like that, but we'll see. I do feel bad that my thing has been glitching a little bit throughout the stream. I'm just glad it's reconnected multiple times. He is spawning everyone. But safely, not really trying to get a shot in there. Cheeky. Oh, beautiful. That Spartaculus is losing a lot of HP very, very quickly there. No, I'm sorry, Simon. I wish I could give you those 12 minutes. By the time you hear this, the timer will have stopped, actually. No, the thing is not necessarily like the stream. It's basically the time is cutting off on the portal. Let's see. Nice little shot there. Even if it was a bit of a derp. This is one of the tanks I honestly need to play it more. It's a good tank to learn hash in. At the same time, that's definitely not my strongest point, so I tend to not play it much because I like doing well. That AMX is getting absolutely murdered there. And that's the end of him. Well, we have another AMX there. And a 1-2-1. That shot missed. This is the moment that the AMX realized he effed up. He's gone. Now it's the 1-2-1. E100 arriving, making things more difficult for the poor guy. And there he goes. Yes, I have a Discord server. It is linked in the description of the channel. Feel free to join. You might have to wait a little bit before you get a role, but you're very welcome to join. But yeah, basically the British tanks are good at hash, and I'm generally not, so I tend to avoid just playing them. But at the same time, if you want to learn hash, these are the kinds of tanks to learn it in. Not just the big TDs, but like these I feel are a little bit more forgiving because the reload is faster and they have more mobility, so it's less miss once and you're dead for because you're useless for 20 seconds. Spartaculus got taken out and now we have the 704 here. Yoda taking care of the chat for me beautifully there. Like seriously, big thank you to my moderators this morning. Everyone with the mod role. Because this would have been able... I wouldn't have been able to comfortably do this if I hadn't been able to trust how well the chat was handled. So thank you so much for that. Thank you for posting the link and everything. But people really underestimate that. The amount of times that you have to... Well, if you have no moderators for streams like this, it's basically a nightmare because you need to sort of like moderate while talking. And that doesn't really work out well. But when you can comfortably just sit back and know that the chat is handled and in good hands. It makes all the difference. So thank you so much, guys. So yeah, by the time you hear this, time is to have been up for 4 minutes now. This was the last replay that I'm showing. And basically, like, the rewards will come to your account in a few hours for the keys that you did get. So please just be patient, they will be on their way. It just takes a little bit of time. So thank you so much everyone for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, at least remotely. And that's it for me for now. Sorry. Massive congratulations to Jokers for making it to the grand finals. Commiserations to Leverage for being knocked out. And I will see you all tomorrow on the official channel. Have a good night all. Bye bye.